Welcome, BCS community. My name is Cajun Keaton. I'm the treasurer of BCS Schools. Along with me is Superintendent.
Kathy Bergman.
And we just wanted to pop in and provide an update as we move forward on the demolition of the middle school.
Okay, I'd like to share with you the timeline that we currently have. The week of February 10th, we will begin to put up fencing all around the middle school that will help us with the abatement. The abatement contract was awarded to Erie Environmental. They will be coming in and doing some pre-abatement work, and the actual abatement is scheduled for February 17th. But as we all know with construction, this timeline could move up or move backwards. From there, the abatement will begin, and then we hope to have the demolition company. We did a pre-bid walkthrough. That pre-bids are due on the 17th. The board will approve that company, whoever may win that. At this point, we don't know. They will approve that on the 18th. And come March 1st, we hope to have all the equipment on site and ready to go. The whole entire project has to be completed June 30th.
That's correct.
Okay. But before we do that, there are some historical items that we would like to preserve. There are actually 4 items. If you notice at the top of the middle school, in 3 places, there are these books with owls and torches. We hope, and mentioned it in the pre-bid walkthrough, we would like to preserve those, as well as the block that says Oak Harbor and the block that says the high school. There is a block also as well that says 1911. We are hoping to preserve that. And in that northeast corner, there is a time capsule, an airtight, watertight capsule that was placed there in 1911. And in that capsule, there are many things. There are newspapers. There's the names of all the board members and the school board. There is actually business cards and a check for a loaf of bread at the market. And I kind of looked it up back then, and it said 1911 bread probably cost about 6 cents.
Interesting. That was before tariffs then, I'm assuming.
Right.
That's okay. I'll move in a little bit and talk about the grant. Just not really a whole lot to update the community on the grant. Nothing's really changed there. The grant amount is still $500,000. Kathy mentioned, we had a pre-bid walkthrough with the county for anyone who wanted to bid on that project. Mm-hmm. We were excited because there were 11 companies go through there. So certainly with more companies, more competition, and ultimately hopefully a lower price for the overall demolition.
Awesome.
So as Kathy mentioned, also when the board approves the demolition company, the county actually will select them. We will just be affirming that company, and also most likely have a payment structure because we need to work out, we are on the hook for anything over and above $500,000. Mm-hmm. So fingers crossed we get a little bit back, but the school district is on the hook, so we need to make sure that the board's aware of, what that means. If the bids come back at $800,000, we would be on the hook for $300,000 as an example.
Gotcha.
In that scenario. So looking forward to knowing what the cost is there.
So with these guidelines of the demolition, we have to follow the grant and what the county tells us, correct?
Correct. I mean, the county is the one orchestrating with the demolition company to actually demo it. They've taken down many more buildings than we have as a school district, obviously, throughout the county. So it's been great working with them so far.
Okay. So once the structure is demoed, what does that leave? Well, I think it leaves us with plenty of opportunity. And we, the board, will look into this as we let the ground settle. We will be looking at different, all the different opportunities of what we can do with that land. We do not have any timeline or what that might be, but as we, go through this process, those are discussions we will be having. Okay? And
I do want to. That's a good point. I do want to specify when the county put that out to bid, within the bid specs, it basically the if the future of that land, anything is possible. The board has options because the way they're going to leave the land in the bid specs is that if someone wanted to come in and build in the future, they per the bid specs they have to leave it in that condition. So it can be green space, it can be built upon, so it's gonna,
there's lots of possibilities.
There's options and possibilities are open. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, that lets you know a little bit about the middle school, but I would like to switch gears and go to the K3 campus. As you know, we added the 4-6 building, and with that, the board's intention was always to do some upgrades at the K3 building. We started with the doors, as the classroom doors had 3 panes of glass, which was very unsafe. And so we have replaced those doors. So they have a narrow window per safety in order for them to break the window and unlock the door. That
Steel
is,
instead of wood.
yes.
Yep.
So we have upgraded the doors. We are looking at lighting. We have added lockers. We've purchased new lockers. We do have some of them installed already. The rest will be installed in the spring.
And I think the lockers, when they were put in the 50s, they were about that wide,
Yeah,
right?
they-
I could
they
barely
didn't
put
really-
my hand in there.
Right, they didn't quite hold the snowsuits and the snow boots, that
Correct.
sort of thing. So the kids are very lucky because they have a bigger locker to store all their things. And like I said, lighting we're working on, and painting. There's lots of painting to be done there, and we have set aside a budget for new furniture. New furniture for there. And finally, probably one that most of you will welcome, is we're looking at adding a 3rd lane to Rocket Road. I know those of you who bring your children to school, I know it's very busy time in the morning and at the end of the day, and a lot of times we are backed up on 19. So we are working on trying to rectify that problem as well. So we may be adding a 3rd lane to Rocket Road. So that pretty much does it for us for updating you on facilities.
Yep, a lot coming up in the future. As always, our doors are open. Shoot us an email, give us a call, stop in, and if you have any questions.
Thank you.